Whenever the spirit moves.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Olivia Nolan. I want to start off by telling you a short story about myself that I think will shed light on some points that I'll make later on. So, when I was a fresh young 6th grader, all I wanted was a cell phone. All of my friends had cell phones, even if they were like those Fireflies where you could only call like 5 people, or Razors, but like, let's admit, everybody wanted a Razor if they were super cool. So, anyways, I asked my mom for a Razor, and she said no. And I asked her for a cell phone, and I fought every angle of justification that I could think of to get a cell phone, and she said no. Then later on, she eventually approached me and said that I could have a cell phone under one condition, that I join a middle school band, middle school concert band. I was like, really, Mom? The only way that I can talk to my friends right now outside of school is like if I go on Quizlet online, because they have this chat section. And so, suffice to say, I agreed and I joined band. So this was an important point in my story because this was the first time that I really branched out and tried something new, completely out of my depth, and I ended up loving it. So because of this and the idea of this self-empowerment that I discovered, and in order for you to get to know me better, I will describe to you my experience in music, my gap year, and my previous employment.
Ah.
So to begin with, what I prefaced earlier about my experience in music.
So let's give a full transition here.
Yes.
Give me a signpost to begin with.
To
Was great. To begin
yeah.
with, let's talk about
Okay, yeah.
my music.
Yeah.
You have it.
Should I read? Yeah. I said it.
Oh, then say it again. Yeah. And
Okay.
don't you dare lean on that podium. You just take a step back. You're doing so well with your hands. Okay, good.
To begin with, I'd like to say first about my music experience and how it transferred from middle school to high school. Just like in junior high.
Why would you tell us, I wonder? So that we could...
Get to know me better.
Ah, there it is! That's it! Though that's the thing we're looking for. So the full transition, signpost, main point,
okay.
centrally idea, and go.
Okay. Just,
One more time for the cheap seats.
okay.
To begin.
To begin with, and in order for you to get to know me better,
Ah.
I'll re-explain about my middle school band experience and how it transferred to high school. So just like in junior high, everybody that was in percussion in high school was a boy except for me. And when it's... And... Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so it was very difficult to be in the field with young boys because you're the odd person out of the group. But eventually outpracticed them all and became the principal percussionist for high school. This was important and also for something for you to get to know me better because it really structured me in finding my own path and harnessing the power of individuality for me. Secondly,
Okay, now turn that paper over and tell me about band. Because you rushed through that middle part because you're like, oh, I forgot it, so let me rush through this next part. Everything that you have to say is important and poignant, and especially how it relates to you, because that was kind of the thing. Like, you outshone them all. Hello, that was our highlight, right? So tell me about it,
okay.
and I don't care how many times you say or
Okay.
Okay, in middle school, go.
Talk about...
Just do the body part of this, what you were going to do before.
Oh.
Like after the transition you told us about?
Oh,
So
just
middle
that
school?
I was the one person in the group that was a girl, so it was hard because everybody else was like, oh, yeah, we're boys. And I was like, yeah. And so I wasn't as included in everything as everybody else, but I just practiced a lot. Eventually, I was like better than all of them, so it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And this.
And then should I go on to the second one?
Yeah. Well, that relates to you because.
Oh, because what I mentioned before is it was all about self-empowerment and practicing a lot. Yeah. Just harnessing the power. Yeah. Should I move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So next I'd like to talk about the 2015-2016 year, which for me was a gap year from school. I took a gap year after high school because I didn't really know what I wanted to do in college. I was set to go to UC Davis, but I didn't have any major there that I was specifically interested in. I was undeclared. So I took that time off to discover what I'm passionate about. And it was really weird being not in school because all my friends were in school, so it was a little alienating. But during that time, I saved up money. I thought about what I wanted to do. And this was really important because it established my ability to own my own actions and decisions, which transfers over to my next point, my last point, which is my job that I'll speak about. During my gap year, I had a job at Starbucks, which I still have here, but it was back in my hometown. And during this year, I saved literally every penny that I made from that job because I saved it up for school so then I can afford to go to Loyola where they have one of the best recording arts programs like around the country.
Mm-hmm.
So that's weird. Okay. Anyways, yes, I took the job, did that, saved up money. That was important because it helped me prepare for my future as well as being conscious of what I need financially. So, to wrap this all up, my experience with music in school showed me that power and hard work and individuality will go a long way. While taking time off from school and working during that time prepared me for my future. And I guess what I can say is that I hope you all learned something about me, and yeah.
Okay, I hope you learned something about me.
The end.
Okay, but go back to that attention getter. You talked about the passion and the perseverance. And
Oh, yeah.
because we don't want to end with, so yeah, because that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Okay, so what I wrote, and I skipped over it, is that I said, and how could I guess that all of this would come out of wanting a cell phone? So,
Adorable, right? That was great. Okay, now let's go back and one more time. Turn over that paper. You know exactly what you have to say. So bring this home. I told you about. Who would have guessed? Yeah, so do that all.
okay. So,
Just tell us about
to
it
finish it up,
and tell everybody.
all of this came out of I learned a lot from my music experience, taking the gap year and working during that time. And who would have known that I would have learned all of this from wanting a cell phone? So I hope you all learned something about me, and thanks, Mom.